Imagine going for a routine abdominal surgery and waking up to the news that you have cancer, just like Kate Middleton. It's a reality that came to pass for Maia Kennedy, a 38-year-old woman from Hackney, London. Maia, a website developer by profession, started experiencing nausea in December of 2023. Initially, her general practitioner attributed these symptoms to acid reflux, a common enough ailment that many of us might have experienced at some point in our lives. However, as the weeks passed, Maia's symptoms persisted, leading to an emergency test. It was during a colonoscopy, a routine procedure meant to inspect the colon, that doctors discovered a tumor in her bowel. At first, it was thought to be pre-cancerous, a warning sign, but not the full-blown disease. Yet after undergoing routine surgery to remove part of her bowel in February of 2024, Maia was dealt the devastating news that she had stage 1 cancer. Despite the shock, there was a silver lining. Because the cancer was caught early, Maia didn't need to undergo chemotherapy, and she is now in remission. Yet the journey was far from easy, and it mirrored the experience of someone she had never met, but whose story resonated deeply with her own, Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales. Just like Maia, Kate had been diagnosed with cancer following abdominal surgery. The news had come as a huge shock to her and her family, just as it had for Maia. As Maia navigated her own path through diagnosis and recovery, she found herself empathizing with the princess, understanding the fear, the uncertainty, and the courage it took to face such a diagnosis. This was the beginning of Maia's journey into a world she never thought she would be a part of. Cancer chooses no one. It doesn't care if you're young, healthy, or even royalty. Such was the chilling reality for Maia Kennedy, a young and vibrant woman from Hackney, London, whose life took an unexpected turn when she started experiencing nausea in December 2023. Her general practitioner initially brushed it off as acid reflux, a common enough ailment. However, Maia's intuition told her something was amiss. As the weeks rolled on, her symptoms persisted, prompting her to push for further investigations. She was then called in for an emergency test, a colonoscopy. It was during this procedure that doctors discovered a tumor in her bowel. The news came as a shock, an icy wave of disbelief washing over her. Could this really be happening? In the face of such startling news, Maia found herself grappling with a whirlpool of emotions. There was fear, of course, but also an overwhelming sense of disbelief. She was young, healthy, and had always taken care of herself. How could she have cancer? However, the medical facts were undeniable. The tumor was there, a silent menace lurking in her body. And while it was initially thought to be pre-cancerous, a subsequent surgery to remove part of her bowel in February 2024 brought the devastating news that it was indeed stage 1 cancer. In the blink of an eye, Maia's life went from normal to a roller coaster ride of hospital visits, medical jargon, and fear of the unknown. Yet through it all, she remained strong, her spirit unbroken. She leaned on the support of her partner, her rock during those turbulent times. The journey was far from easy, but Maia was determined to face her diagnosis head-on. And although the news was a shock, early detection meant that she didn't need chemotherapy. She was one of the fortunate ones, her cancer caught in its initial stages. Cancer chooses no one. Maia's story is a testament to this fact. She knew something was wrong, but she never expected a diagnosis of this magnitude. Yet she faced it with courage and determination, proving that cancer may choose no one, but we can choose how we respond. Being told you have cancer is a life-altering moment. For Maia, it was a surreal whirlwind. In the bleak midwinter of February 2024, Maia found herself in the sterile environment of a hospital undergoing surgery to remove part of her bowel. The procedure was initially thought to be a routine measure aimed at removing what was believed to be a pre-cancerous tumor. But life, often, has a way of defying our expectations, doesn't it? The surgery was successful, but the news that followed was far from comforting. After a week-long stay in the hospital, during which Maia grappled with the physical discomfort of her surgery and the emotional turmoil of the unknown, the results of her biopsy came back. The tumor, once believed to be benign, was confirmed to be stage 1 cancer. The word cancer has a way of freezing time. It's a word that carries with it a weight of fear, uncertainty, and a stark reminder of our own mortality. While still reeling from the shock of her diagnosis, Maia embarked on the road to recovery. Her journey was not an easy one. The physical pain of the surgery was coupled with the emotional toll of grappling with her new reality. But she was not alone. Her partner of 10 years was by her side, offering emotional support and a comforting presence in the face of adversity. Yet, amid the storm, there was a silver lining. The early detection of her cancer meant that Maia did not need to undergo chemotherapy. She began the slow and steady process of recovery, rebuilding her strength day by day. Maia's story is a testament to the unpredictability of life. In December, she was a healthy woman living a normal life. By March, she was a cancer survivor. Her entire world shifted on its axis. In just a few short months, Maia's life was completely turned upside down. But through it all, she remained resilient, reminding us all of the strength of the human spirit in the face of adversity. When we hear about public figures battling cancer, it hits close to home. It's a stark reminder that disease does not discriminate, not even when it comes to the corridors of power and privilege. For Maia Kennedy, a bowel cancer survivor, this truth became all too real when she learned about Kate Middleton's diagnosis. Imagine, if you will, the shock of being diagnosed with cancer. Now juxtapose that with the knowledge that someone you've admired from afar, a person of royalty no less, is walking a strikingly similar path. Maia's journey mirrors that of the Duchess of Cambridge in more ways than one. Both were blindsided by their diagnoses, both had their cancers discovered during routine procedures, and both had to grapple with the reality of this harsh diagnosis while under the scrutiny of others. But there's a unique thread of empathy that Maia shares with Kate Middleton. Not only does she understand the physical and emotional toll of the disease, but she also recognizes the additional strain of being in the public eye. It's a tough time, she says, never mind when you're constantly under the watchful gaze of millions. Maia's own battle with cancer, in the public eye no less, brings up memories of her own struggle. With everyone talking about Kate, it stirs a lot of thoughts about what she herself has been through. The shared experience, although painful, is also a reminder of their resilience, their strength, and their ability to face adversity head-on. It's a strange experience, Maia admits, to find out that her journey is so similar to Kate's, but it's also a poignant reminder that cancer can strike anyone, anywhere, even in a palace. The underlying message is clear. No one is immune to the unpredictability of life, not even royalty. Maia's empathy for Kate Middleton is a testament to the shared humanity that binds us all, regardless of our circumstances. It's a nod to the bravery that every cancer survivor embodies, the courage it takes to face each day, and the determination to keep going, no matter what. Cancer can strike anyone, anywhere, even in a palace. It's a sobering thought, but also a powerful reminder of our shared vulnerability and our shared strength. Maia's journey is not just about her battle with cancer, it's a message for us all. Maia Kennedy, a 38-year-old woman from London, embarked on a journey that none of us ever wished to tread. In the winter of 2023, she began experiencing symptoms, nausea, a change in bowel habits, that were initially dismissed as acid reflux. But Maia knew something was amiss. Her instincts led her to push for further tests, which revealed a tumor in her bowel during a colonoscopy. Originally thought to be pre-cancerous, it was only after a routine surgery to remove part of her bowel that the devastating truth was unveiled. It was stage 1 cancer, but because of early detection, Maia didn't need chemotherapy. Today she is in remission, living her life with her partner of 10 years. Maia's experience echoes that of Princess Kate's, a reminder that cancer does not discriminate. It can happen to anyone, regardless of age, health, or status. Even royalty, with the best medical care in the world, are not immune. But Maia's message to us is not one of fear. It's a call to vigilance. It's about the importance of listening to our bodies, of seeking medical advice when things don't feel right. It's about demanding further tests when our instincts tell us something is wrong, even when initial diagnoses suggest otherwise. In Maia's case, her intuition potentially saved her life. She didn't ignore her symptoms, she didn't dismiss her discomfort, she sought answers. And though the answer she received was not one she wanted, it was one that allowed her to act swiftly, to fight the disease, to win her battle against cancer. Maia's story is a stark reminder that we are all vulnerable, but with early detection and proper care, there is hope for recovery and a return to normal life.